Hello from tinyatdragon's YouTube channel. This is Sifu, and today we're going to talk about the Fuk Luk Sau. As you can see, the three old dudes right here, which is pretty famous. All the Chinese calendar and maybe some Chinese decoration store and stuff, you will find these old dudes there. But what do they mean and why are they there, right? In my blog, you can see a post on this. I will put the description in the link below. Check that out, okay? Now, here I'll explain it in the verbal form about what is Fuk Luk Sau. These three dudes, okay, are basically, they're not like someone who you pray to or some deities or whatever that will, bless you and whatever like that, okay? Just like all the Taoism statue, they are a representative of some kind of energies, energy patterns, and they are like a humanized form to express a kind of principle that gives you this specific kind of pre-heaven energy, this pattern energy. Okay, so they're not like real human or some kind of being. Okay, it's not like that. It's not like, oh, you see this person, in history, and then you pray to the same person like that. No, okay, it's not like that. So let's start by explaining each of them. Okay, Fuk Luk Sau, what they mean. Fuk is like this. It means to have something, transform that into some sort of energy, and then it will connect to a mouth, like something that absorb it, which can put it into use, which is why there's the character for the farm inside this, which means to cultivate inside a ground. So basically, to put it into a more humanized word, okay? Oh, you have a lot of fuk is when it's like, for example, now you're doing some kind of project, painting, okay? Oh, you don't have all the gears and stuff. Now you have fuk because there's someone who come in and can give you all these paint brushes, nice paper, and all that stuff. That is the fuk, okay? It's like a bunch of things that can be put into use, like into somewhere that can make use of them, okay? Now, if you have a lot of fuk, it's like, oh, you have a lot of food to eat. Ooh, that's a lot of fuk because the food can be consumed into yourself and then it will benefit you. So these are also categorized as the fuk. Okay, it's a kind of pattern. And let's say one more. Okay, so in the company, okay, you get paid by the boss. Oh, you got a lot of fuk because the boss is paying you well. Okay, see, a lot of resources that can put into you and you will be able to make use of them. That's the fuk. Okay. Luk, the second one. Luk is the ability to convert something into some kind of stuff that you can contain and keep inside. Okay. It will be transformed into another form, but it will be kept inside. So let's say some people, they have very weak luk power because they eat something and they shit something out directly. It's like you eat corn, you shit corn. You eat a burger, you shit burger. It doesn't really absorb into the body and transform them into power. Okay, so these things are like that. It come and go. So not good, right? When your luk power is bad, you will feel like, okay, the boss give you money and then instantly somehow the money is gone. You cannot contain it. Okay, but okay, so like the money come, go, okay? Opportunity come and whew, very fast. It doesn't stay inside, okay? It's like a house that can get the air inside the house, okay? Like air comes from the door and window, it goes in, and then instantly it goes all the way back into the back of the house, and it whoosh, everything just flush through the house. Okay, that way when your luk is very bad, it's like that kind of stuff. You have no power to keep your stuff that you just got. Everything come and go, and it doesn't blossom, doesn't turn into anything that you can grab onto. Okay, that's the luk. The Luk power is the power to contain, to digest, to contain, and to absorb, like that. Okay. The Sau is the last one. The Sau is the guy with the bald head. Okay. This time, it's a time when you're done getting things from the source, and then you are putting all these things that you got, okay, the stuff inside you, you're outputting these things to something that can bring you a fruitful ending, something that will blossom into something nice, that will create a future for you, something that will create a new Fuk for you. For example, you can be putting a lot of energy, effort, and time into a bunch of projects, and none of them will result into something that benefits you at the end. Oh, you done this, you did this, and then everyone look at it, oh cool, but they don't give credit to you because someone else stole your name and stuff like that, and no one thanked you for it. There's nothing in return. There's no fruit, no return. Okay. For example, right, like the example where we say we're painting, okay? You can be spending like hours of work on your painting, okay? You got good tools, you kept them, and you can transform them like into something useful. Okay, now you apply all these things onto the painting. You do all the painting, you paint, okay? 12 hours, 36 hours, and you're done, okay? Wow, lots of work put into it. And then, you know what? It doesn't turn into a fruitful ending. When you're done, you know, the cat just go by, whoosh, everything just fall down and got soaked up and everything is ruined. Why? Well, that's what we call the ending is spoiled, is broken. Okay, it got damaged right there. Boom, boom. So basically, the Sau is bad. Okay, now Fuk Luk Sau is a pattern, but you can also explain it in a very specific way, marking the subject, as in, let's say, talking about the Fuk Luk Sau of your life. So how do you analyze the Fuk Luk Sau of your life? Well, you look at it like this, okay? In our other video, we talked about what is the Yun Sun, okay? Your spiritual planetary body. So the Yun Sun, on top, everyone have their own Yun Sun, okay? It contains all the energy, that your potentials, okay? The energy that creates your potential. So all these energies are going to flow down into your soul body. Your soul body takes it, contains it, and it becomes your internal powers. And then in reality, your physical body will output the power from your soul to do things physically and giving you a final result. So yeah, your physical body is not everything, because imagine you don't have a soul inside. It's like you're like a plant, you don't move, just like you're in coma, okay? So you need that soul inside yourself to be able to have the energy to do things every day. So Fuk Luk Sau, okay? Fuk is the pre-heaven energies from the Yun Sun that goes down to the soul, and basically these energies are like all the opportunities, or the potentials, or the hope and light in front of you, okay? These things will be like that. Now, if you look at your life and you're like, oh, I'm so gray, everything in front of me looks like a piece of shit, and I have no potentials, nothing I can foresee in the future, you know, and my life is so lost, okay? There's no one helping you and things like that, okay? That you have no Fuk, okay? Now, Luk is the time when your soul can take these things and contain, absorb, transform the pre-heaven energy into post-heaven power. So when the Luk power is strong, you can make use of all the potentials and opportunities very well. Okay, so like, oh, you see opportunities here, you can grab onto it. Now, if the Luk is weak, you see potential, this and that guy come to you and say, oh, we have, you know, some possibilities, like work something else, and then end up they don't call you, okay? End up they just fly away. Somehow they just float out of your life. That's what happened when the Luk is bad, okay? Things come by and float away. Okay, now going to the last one, the Sau. the Sau is when your soul body is going to push all that internal stuff to reality so that you can do it and so that you can actually get the physical world to enjoy the last part, okay, to see it. So when you have a lot of soul energy inside you, okay, you have the hype, you have the urge, you have the power inside, you can think, you have all the plan and stuff, which is very good, but you just cannot move. You just stayed there, okay? It's like you're dreaming. You have all these future, all the hope, all the hype inside, you got a lot of planning, but you just stand there and don't move. That's the Sau issue, okay? You have lots of potential, you have lots of energy, lots of wisdom inside, but you glued to the chair and you don't move. You don't create things right here. You don't put it into action. That's the Sau issue, okay? Now, that's the Fuk Luk Sau of your life cycle, okay? In a lot of time, you see for the birthday, people have a wishing phrase. Fuk yu Donghai, Sau bei Lam San. The Fuk as the Eastern Sea or the Eastern Ocean. Sau as the Sau comparable to the Southern Mountain. Now, it doesn't really make sense to you right now. I'll explain. Fuk as much as the ocean, meaning you can, like, there's a lot of Fuk, okay, lots of these potential pre-heaven energy. As much as the ocean contains these things. It's like you say water contains air, right? Air is the pre-heaven element, the Fuk, the air. The ocean contains air, H2O. So, meaning that you have all the Fuk, a lot of Fuk to be contained into you. Okay? Basically, it's a phrase that say you can look out very well and you have a lot of Fuk coming to you. Okay? So, lots of potential that can be contained. Okay? Translated. Next one, Sau bei Lam San, meaning that you can output all these potentials from inside to build up the fruit that can be as fruitful as the mountain of the southern mountain, whatever that is, okay? That means the mountain that is full of life, full of growth, full of fruit, okay? So, when you say that, it means that you can wish someone who can have a lot of potential to come in and keep it. And then put all these potential from the inside and push it out to the reality to have lots of fruitful fruits to come. And so they have a lot of things that will benefit them for real. Now, if you just take out one phrase, the whole thing turns into a curse. Okay? If you just wish someone to have some people don't know how these things work, what they mean, and they think that the 長壽 long Sau, meaning that it's long life. No, it's not long life, okay? 長壽 is a long output. Like the inside, okay, these energy inside can push out for a long time, pushing all the internal energy to the physical world. Okay? That means that sometimes you have energy here, but you just cannot put it into physical action and they stay inside and just sleep there like that, okay? That is not 長壽because the energy stayed inside and it's only output a little bit and it held back, okay? So it's like you have a lot of energy inside. It's like you say, you talk about your kids. You have a lot of stuff inside, just don't use it, okay? How come you don't work hard in school, eh? You have all the potential inside. Why don't you use it on your homework? It's like that, okay? So being 長壽 is to be able to keep pushing all that stuff inside to the outside. It's like keep spending your wallet. Some people are not 長壽 because they have a lot of resources in the wallet, okay? And then they go outside, they only put a little bit here and then they withdraw already. Hey, why do you keep all that stuff in the wallet, right? Use it, right? we all know how to save, but we don't know how to use, then what's the point of making money, right? So having 長壽 is like you can spend the money wisely onto all the stuff that will bring you future benefit. Isn't that great? But if you don't wish them 壽福如東海, right? It's like, oh, you don't wish them having a lot of income and be able to keep the income, but you just wish them that, oh, you'll be able to spend all the money you want on all the good things. Okay, well, if I'm a sales, that will be pretty good because I'm going to push this guy to spend all the money to buy my product. But he don't, like, I don't need to wish him to have good income. Well, when he spent all the money, he will blame you, right? So you want him to have good income in order to come back and keep on spending, right? So sometimes if you don't understand these phrases, a blessing phrase or like some kind of wish can turn into a joke or maybe even into a curse. There is some kind of fu in Taoist magic, like the 八仙賀壽. It's basically to push a bunch of internal power into someone and then make them deplete their internal energy, their soul energy. And it's a magic that rushes people to go die or to go deaf or to go poor. So it's a kind of magic that can help people to fuck up. So if you use these things wrong, you know, it will turn into something not so good. So there goes the Fuk Luk Sau. And sometimes people can have statues with the Fuk Luk Sau, just like we have the Saam right here, okay? Now these statues will help you accumulate the power from our source because you get us to consecrate it. And it pumps into them. And then you get extra power for your Fuk Luk Sau, different things, whatever Fuk Luk Sau it is, okay? So it can benefit you for the Fuk Luk Sau of your life, of your business, and such. So it's the pattern energy that can be put into everything that you like it to go into, and it will help you. So having a bunch of Fuk Luk Sau, okay, a combination of these statues at home, being consecrated, okay, of course, not just buying the statue itself, can benefit you greatly. If you're interested in these kind of stuff, okay, email to contact us and we can get you hooked up. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!